ABC Sports.
Washington 14, Cowboys nothing.
First down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Dwayne Haskins sacked. A fumble.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Pollard. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. This is Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Pollard. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
The ball carrier.
The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do.
Complete. Fumble on the play.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Washington.
So we've hit half, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Cowboys, nothing.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Prescott yet again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man. Complete. 33 yards that time.
To number 20.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
To throw again. Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. With that, he has done what nobody else has done in the first century of NFL football. He has gone over 400 yards. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Adrian Peterson was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Down and goal.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Pollard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Pollard. Good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team.
And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The quick slant caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
From 10 yards out. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Pollard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing: take care of the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
To number 20.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Pollard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
20. Touchdown, Washington.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Pollard. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
76. Cowboys nothing.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Oh, good move. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 46 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now Pollard uses the stiff arm. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get...
The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up.
Prescott's pass complete.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. So tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah,
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
10 more yards.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Now it's Haskins. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2. But it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now Pollard. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Making it to the playoffs is one thing, but that's when the pressure really sets in. Because for us and our fans, there's only one acceptable outcome: a win on Super Bowl Sunday. Losing him was a major blow to our playbook, but we wouldn't find out just how much of an advantage it was to our opponents until we were actually facing them.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Kyle Allen and the Washington football team taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback from the University of... He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And a quick throw here, that's complete. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now 3rd and 2. They're going to elect to throw with Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the...
Now the ball comes loose, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So, Charles, as we get a look here at the rookie wideout, what do you expect that we'll see from him in this one?
I think we'll see what we've seen all season long, and I realize the pressure of the playoffs may change things a little bit. But once they play, once he settles in, I think that talent just emerges one more time. He's handled pressure all year long. Think about from the time he's been drafted to where we are now. I don't expect it to be any different, even in a game of this magnitude.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dallas offense back out onto the field, and last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. It's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter.
It's looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Prescott to throw it. Space to maneuver at the 40. This to Jarwin. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Dallas.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. First down by Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1.
Cowboys nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Well, now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in against it.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
Open down the middle of the field. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And able to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more. Try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Zerline's kick is up and through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful division. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys get a bit closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line, allowing him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing on first down is Allen. Quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Number 20. A gain of 9.
A solid pickup there by the rookie wide receiver. And what a rookie season that he has turned in this year. I know that you recall this, Charles, but before the season began, he was clear that he intended to get this. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And this is taken in for Washington touchdown.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Prescott on first down. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Because I was doing something.
Second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays.
I'm playing Madden.
On first down.
Waiting for this phone call.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it out.
And my phone's about to die.
Territory at the 42-yard line.
Yeah. My phone's about to die.
Someone said, don't worry about the weather. Just
20.
practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready.
Whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble.
Thank you, Savage.
4 times today, he throws a fucking interception. What a fucking shit. Walker. Oh my goodness.
First down, you can't hold me.
Oh my goodness. He's 20 Dennis Hennig. He's a gunner. I want to thank Little Giants for making the Wish Foundation.
Bro, they got me playing the playoffs in the snow, bro.
Yeah.
Khalil.
That's good. I'll show you. Yeah.
You want the third quarter already?
Khalil.
I have them all.
Khalil.
Yo.
They got me playing the playoffs in the snow against the Cowboys.
Back underway.
That's what's up, bro. Shit. That's how, yeah, Delta keeps saying, bro, that we can pick our.
Oh my God! A punt return! Let's go! Let's go! Khalil, I just did a whole punt return. Let's go! Let's go! 97 yards. Let's go!
Good job, bro.
Look at me go! Look at me go! I'm not going. Look at me go! I'm going. Nobody's doing punt returns like me. Damn, I'm down.
Touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head after their first possession of the second half. They got a big
Oh yeah, I gotta go turn the porch light on. I got my food coming. I'm back.
Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Party, join me in a walk to their locker room right now, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together in all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Right now, it hasn't been working. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Elliott.
Thank you, Savage.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry out for Elliott. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner.
Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Playing defense brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Again from the 28. Throwing again. Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now he is into the end zone. Touchdown Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. Now Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The short field and they make quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Pollard. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. That's why we keep having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target well. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And does Washington have it? They do. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down, a gain of 10.
That one is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver.
Remember you told me you said I could pick my own team where I want to be, where I want to be at? Yeah.
The defense was
Nigga, look, I can't. You got, you're on franchise, face of the franchise. I am on face of the franchise, my career mode. It says pick your favorite team. First pick team or late or some oh. Yeah, my point. Yes, Khalil. Oh, I never knew that shit. Now where's my fucking apology? Trying to come at me. I love you, bro. What the way, yo? What? I apologize. So sorry. What you doing now, bro? You still playing, man? Yeah, well, I'm about to get off to go watch TV in a minute. I don't know what squad I want to be on, though. What's your favorite football team, nigga? Kansas City Chiefs. Then go to the Chiefs team. But they already got a fucking receiver last night. Okay, what's wrong with them having 2? Use your brain, Khalil. You mean 3? 2, 3 doesn't matter. Choose a team, bro. Choose a team, bro. You better choose a team before it picks one for you.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable.
Because there's not nothing loaded.
Absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Bro, the Cowboys are getting their butt whooped, bro. Bro, I'm beating the Cowboys, bro. It's literally 38. I mean, what guy doesn't want to play?
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game.
What team did you pick?
Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm going to score with Patrick
Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Le'Veon Bell.
And again, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Bro, I'm winning, bro. It's 38-7. This is the division championship.
That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on
I don't know why the
defense.
Cowboys try to face me again. They knew what was going to happen.
Type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get
Almost got picked off. Oh.
Then he can't corral it.
But I don't get picked off. I'm too nice.
Opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Where's the flag at, bruh? No, fuck, I'm kicking the field goal because they keep cheating. Guys, they be cheating. This game's full of shit. They be cheating. Ah! Black man chasing me. Come on, guys, we gotta get them on safety. They're at the 1 yard line. We gotta get them on safety. What's your fastest speed?
Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Fumble! Thank you for the football, and I'm gonna score. Get off me! Get off me! Damn it! The fat lineman tackled me. The fat ass lineman grabbed me. Bro, I made him fumble at the 1 yard line, bro.
It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of
Now I'm gonna score. Thank you. Touchdown. Let's go! What's the score? What's the score? Oh, 45-7, and it's 5 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Don't play at me. I'm winning this championship game because I'm the beast like that.
The number 1 seed that they earned throughout the year, looking pretty dominant right now.
Now who wants to smoke? And this fucking steak hoagie is fire.
Always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead will slow by 1 more. Now Pollard.
Hey, man. All right.
Really broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. To drive around the 37. At their own 37. Now here come the Cowboys. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They throw right away.
Sit down, tight end. You ain't going nowhere. I don't know.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch.
Dante, what's your speed, bro? I don't know, bro. Bro, you just distracted me, bro. They almost scored because you want to distract people.
No Ryan?
That one winds up going for 36.
No
There's
Ryan?
nothing left to do but to keep firing. If you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe
4 point, bro, is that good? 4.30?
I'm telling you, no Ryan came out. His wife.
I know.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Chase Young, get him. Official time. Fumble. Thank you for the ball.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Yo, I made this man fumble 6 times, yo. Who's the best fumbler? Me. I make him fumble.
My speed was 4.30. Gotten a lot of turnovers. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a 1st.
Oh, you talking about the little combine thing?
Yeah.
Mine was 4.20.
Yours was what?
4.20.
Mine was 4.30.
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think an enough is enough.
How the fuck you do that then?
But I've seen this a bunch of times. The defense can crowd
it's like I've been doing this.
Well,
then I don't know, brother. I don't know what to tell you. Who? Who be cheating? Bro, you always think I'm cheating when something goes my way and it don't go your way. It's cheating. You're cheating.
Well, you won't hear any booze from this home crowd.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening.
I'm trying to concentrate.
They got a call.
Alright, is that country dear, baby? Fuck! Watch your fucking mouth.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go.
No, but like, you tell him Brandon.
Nigga, you be cussing niggas. Oh, yeah.
No,
I don't cuss.
As his guys continue.
Good for you. Man, how many those 10 feet, that was a touchdown. Both feet saying thank you. I knew that was a fucking touchdown. Don't cheat me, bitch.
And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing. The collective effort.
Like I said, it was a fucking touchdown. Don't cheat me, ho.
Now Pollard.
Oh, they called me in round 1.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They knew this would be tough on the road. Divisional record. The case with the deficit they
Bro, stop touching me. Fuck me. Bro, I'm gonna uppercut you so bad. Get off me. Get off me. Oh, that's...
At about the 32.
What about a little bit? Okay. Chase Young made a fumble, and my team got the ball. Thank you. Khalil, I just made him fumble again. Khalil, I made him fumble again. And I got the ball back.
In this case, is the offense still throwing the football big in the fourth quarter?
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball up yet. They probably should have been there first. It's third down now. It's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when Chicago receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
For the Washington field goal.
What was say, y'all? I said I made him fumble, and I just kicked the field goal. Nice. It's 55-7 with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. How's that something? 15. I didn't even hit that button, though.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. Past the 30.
You're right.
We get a glance at the Washington defense as they head back out there. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field.
Yeah, my boy Chase Young's back in. Chase Young, get him.
Being such a high draft pick comes at an end. Everyone expecting him to resurrect the franchise, but he'll Just.
To throw again on second down. Prescott looks like the screen to Elliott. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there.
Don't be sticking your head at me. Leave me alone.
So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
I'm allowed to eat. I'm allowed to feed myself.
First down, Prescott. Wide open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And we can talk about that as just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right.
Leave me alone, Kylo.
Deep in route. And how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there.
But you just got done eating chicken off first, so you leave me alone.
Screen is complete. 3 yards to gain there, second down. Now they got to get to the line.
Look at Bow Wow.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott will find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Great day.
That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Not much there, only a yard.
We're gonna kill our gay shit, she's fat as hell. She like them too.
That's the one guy. It's the one guy got her.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
I made him fumble. Turn up. Kylo, I made him fumble again.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They look fresh from the start and no letdown here.
Kylo, there's 52 seconds left on the clock, and I made him fumble, and I got the ball back.
15 yards is the pickup there on the drive, starting very nicely. First down, right after the turnover, to come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage that time for Washington. 57
Just a half.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range, with his odds are getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this will be caught with the taking and some goes with this game as they throw for a late touchdown.
Kylo, I scored as soon as the clock hit 0, bro. I scored.
You're still ass.
All three faces, offense, defense.
I won 61-7, baby. Let's go.
Just to what we've seen today.
And my hoagie's gone, so I'm about to order me another one. 'Cause I'm hungry.
And being ready to go in this one, you're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you can watch and never go back and review.
That's what Owen's pockets are big.
Charles Davis and all our working crew. I'm Brandon Garden. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on
Welcome to the NFL, my man. Don't think I need to tell you this, but there's a lot of come with this lifestyle. What do you want to do first?
Take that damn playbook. That's what you need to do.
Fuck you, bitch.
No, your grandfather's name is Abe.
Nick Ken.
You said that?
Yo, Khalil.
What's up, brother?
I went to my team's things.
Yeah.
It's saying our record is 61. No, wait, no. Oh, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see how it.
This is the player card. This is your development traits.
I got a question. Did I know everybody in there one? What the hell do? See, I can get the number 2 on that one.
Just let her cry.
Beach and okay, you're already L-E-E spells what? Okay, that's okay, now this I just want you to fill in the blank. Okay, just fill in the blank. So they almost a lot. It's a show party. I like it. It's romance from Ford.
He got him. He said, what's in between H and I?